If you missed Game 3 Saturday, you only missed the greatest fourth-quarter comeback in NBA playoff history.
Yeah, that's all. The Fleet Center stands on basically the same plot of land as the fabled Boston Garden. It took a while, but on Saturday, the Leprechauns found their way home, and they found their way into the showcase. Paul Pierce hoping, perhaps praying, to shoot better than in Game 3 when he was 3 of 20, but in the first quarter, the hits just keep on coming and missing. Off the miss, Jason Kidd to Richard Jefferson, back to Kidd, left-handed lay-in. Pierce 1 of 10 in the first. Nets up 12. Later in the first, Antoine Walker loses it. Kerry Kittle's on the business end of this one. Up and under. Nets up 14. Celtics shoot 14% in the first quarter. Boston down 15 after 12 minutes. Second quarter, more of the same for the C's. Pierce has it stolen. Eventually, Jason Kidd will get it. He will finish on the other end. He had 10 at halftime. Nets up 11. Nets up 15. Tony Delk picked off by Kerry Kittles. That's levitation, Holmes. Kittles had 19. Nets up 17. Closing seconds of the half. The Nets shot 56% from the floor. It was a freak show. Lucius Harris, give me all 3 of these. The Nets up 20 at halftime. A rout in Game 3. Third quarter, misery. Well, it just keeps on coming for Boston. Antoine Walker, he had 23 in the contest, but he misses the little lay-in here. We come back the other way. Jason Kidd, will he give it up? Not this time. He'll pull from deep. Walker in complete and utter disbelief. Nets up 22. Later in the third, still 22. Not anymore. Van Horn down low. Kidd 11 dimes. Nets up 24 points. Frustration begins to mount. Kidd on the drive. Pierce gives him a little shove. You better watch that mess. They both start talking. They're both teed up. Celtics down 3 touchdowns after 3 quarters. Jim O'Brien said the first 3 quarters were hell. The last quarter was Eden. Damn, it was great, he said. That's because 171 teams who led by 19 points after the third quarter had won. Not this time. Antoine Walker telling his teammates, let's go. Says to Paul Pierce, come on, partner. Then he cusses at him. Yeah, he did. Pierce, 2 for 14 through 3. Here he comes. The truth was just that. They're down 19, not anymore. Now down 17. The leading scorer in the NBA in the fourth quarter has a whole bunch more. They're within 14 after the free throw. Still down 14. Here comes Pierce again. Blows by Jefferson. Byron Scott says, what are we doing? The Celtics have cut the lead to 12. Pierce 6 of 7 in the fourth quarter. More of the same. He just torched the Nets this year in the fourth quarter. Had 57 points in the fourth, and he's got plenty more here. Celtics, oh my goodness, what are they going to do? They're within 3, and then Lucius Harris called for the charge. And the former All-State high school hooper, Derek Lowe, he was on the mound. You'll see those highlights later. He's cheering now. Byron Scott, look at him. He won't even give his team stink eye. He's looking the other way, and then finally he says, fellas, we have got to dig in and hold on. Wasn't going to happen. The truth, fouled by Kenyon Martin. That's it for Kmart. He's fouled out. Pierce, an 81% free throw shooter during the regular season, 55% in this series. Oh, it goes in, and we are all tied. The Celtics have come all the way back, tied at 90. Now for the lead. Pierce, bottom. Celtics lead by 1. Scott reflecting his team. They're just dazed. Kerry Kittles now throws it to Kenny Anderson. 6 turnovers in the fourth for the Nets. Anderson to the rim. That's goaltending. Celtics now up 3 points, and the Nets are on the ropes. They shot 18% in the fourth quarter. Here's why. Shots like this. From Keith Van Horn. Paul Pierce said if I was on the other end of this one, I would be hurting. His right hand looked like it was hurting. He hit 1 of 2 free throws. Celtics celebrating. Brent Musburger, take us home.
Off now to Kidd. The 3 is blocked by Rodney Rogers. Harris back to Kidd. Fires again at the buzzer. In and out. It's over. Woo! Jim O'Brien at the middle of the floor. The Boston Celtics. Stage 1 for the ages. Overcoming a 26-point deficit.
Where do you start? How about at 3 for 20? That was Paul Pierce's line in Game 2. In Game 3, that's what New Jersey shot from three-point range, as they just couldn't find it when it mattered. Kerry Kittles, 0 for 7 from 3 in the game, 0 for 17 from 3 in the conference finals. The Nets, as I said, 18% shooting in the fourth. They lose back-to-back playoff games for the first time this year. Boston 6-0 at home. Some thoughts after an amazing turnaround, beginning with the truth himself.
I think we left it all out there because we didn't bring anything in the first 3 quarters. So, You know, I think we did have enough energy in that fourth quarter to just leave it all out there. And, you know, we didn't have any time to run out of gas. You know, this is just amazing. I'm stunned right now as we speak.
It hurts, but, you know, the big thing is the series isn't over. You know, our job was to come up here and, you know, try to win one game to get home court back. And so, you know, we let a golden opportunity slip away.
I'm glad there are no other questions because it's hard to describe what we all just witnessed.
Well, you saw it. New Jersey had the game in hand. The Celtics had made just 18 of 59 shots in the first 36 minutes, and then the Celtics outscored the Nets 41-16 in the final 12. Greatest comeback after 3 quarters in NBA playoff history. The Celtics shot nearly 60% in that quarter, including Paul Pierce, who went for 19.